My name's Melanie Wellard, and I'll just wait a little while for you to come on. I'm now on at a different time. Going to do some different shows, mix it up a bit. So I'm new to this slot, so I'll just wait and see if anyone joins me today. So what I like doing to start with is I always like doing a reading for all of you, for the collective. I like to look at it that you are, everyone's joining me in a little group here. Hi Melissa, hello, hi everybody coming on. So as I say, what I like to do is start off so that everybody gets a feel of what the energies are like at the moment for them. I like to do a group reading, all right? So because of the work I do, I am a psychic medium, I am an executive coach, I am a Reiki master, and I do other healing modalities. I have a beautiful crystal light bed. I can do healing online. It makes no difference where in the world you are. I do workshops. I'm a chakra dance facilitator. I'm now a wedding and funeral celebrant. I do many things. And what I like to do is bring my energy into everything I do. So I like to bring everything together and not think of my skills as separate. So it's why I want to, this evening, just start off by giving you all the benefit of this. So if I don't get to you with individual readings, remember this is only just a smattering that we can do on these shows. My details are all in the comments, or it might be up there, don't know, up there or down there. So you can look me up, melaniewellard.co.uk on my website, follow me on Facebook. I do regular inspirational videos that on advice I get from my guides. And so where I want to start today is I just pulled some cards just as I was waiting to come on. And first of all, I want to pose some questions to you. So here's a bit of stuff for you to do, and then I'm going to give you some advice that hopefully you can all take away with you. If you don't, if Spirit don't pull you up for a reading just now. Just before we start, if we get any spammers or people that aren't meant to be, who are just trying to ride on the back of the shows on here, please just ignore them. I always do say, don't let them distract you. All right, there's many things in this world that are trying to distract us off our path. So here's a good training that if they come, if they post, I won't ever post to you asking you must come to me for a reading. I won't ever do anything like that, okay? I would only just reply to you if you sent me a message, all right? So just ignore those if they come up. That's the first thing. And get yourself comfy, and we'll have a lovely session this evening. Right, so first question. What does happiness mean to me? And that's asking you the question. So what does happiness mean to you? Okay. Second question, what does being mean to me? So we've got the two. What does happiness mean to me, and what does being mean to me? All right, have a think about that for a moment. All right. So for me, I always go back to happiness is an inside job. And the word being, I feel that the message we're getting here today is too many of us are rushing around doing. And we are human beings, not human doings. All right. And in the being, that often comes with the challenge of letting things be, doing our best to let go of clinging on to the edges for dear life. Like, you know, if you were clinging on to the edge of a swimming pool and you don't want to swim out into the middle. Or I used to do it help people to ice skate, and I'd be peeling off their fingers because they didn't want to get into the center. But when they found they were in the center, they were safer than being bashed against the side. So this is what I'm feeling the message is here, in order to find that internal happiness, we think it's, oh, if I just get this new something, or if I get this job, or if I have this relationship. These are all external things, and they give us a feeling of happiness. But if we haven't connected with that heart space inside, if we haven't got an outlook that allows us to be happy, very often we can get what we think we want, and immediately we start to feel dissatisfied with it. Does that make sense? Because we are looking at it through all the filters, all the behaviors, all the a lifetime, many lifetimes of attitudes and beliefs that we've built up and we're clinging on to. And this is now stopping us from totally immersing ourselves in that feeling of happiness. And also happiness for me is accepting that we are a mix of emotions. We're here to explore and experience all emotions. Okay, so that comes with the caveat of this too shall pass. So, you know, it's expecting that sometimes we'll have down days and really down days, and we'll go through the dark night of the soul at times. But that doesn't mean we can't be happy. We can be content that this doesn't feel so good, but I know there's a purpose to this and it'll move on. So I feel this is a message about getting in the flow. Okay, so the other cards that I pulled for us, these are quite deep spiritual messages here, is I got Dimensional Gateway and the Kundalini, untapped energy. Okay, so what I'm feeling here is on this route to happiness that we're all looking for, we have to accept that we are human beings. We're here to be, we're here to experience the highest spiritual experience if we will allow it. All right. And I don't want to go too much into this at the moment. What I'm picking up with this is it's there for you. All right. It's about opening that heart to that connection with your higher self, with spirit, however you want to view it. It can be taken a step at a time. But it's about awakening that energy within you. All right. I feel that there is, with all of you here, and I always take it that whoever joins me in this group, you are meant to be here at this point in this time. I don't believe there are any mistakes. Okay. So I would say to you, even when I'm doing one-to-one readings this evening, please do listen out to others, because I'm always told by my guides that whoever comes into this group with me, think of it that our energy is all together. Maybe you're all here with me, and that there could be a message. They will choose people where they feel they have an issue that is also relevant to others. So you find it speaks to you as well. Okay. Obviously, I do one-to-one readings. If you want something much more directed at you, just look at my details and you can book in with me privately. I do long sessions, so some people like to work on a very deep way, and so I book anything from an hour, 2 hours, 3 hours, and then I can do coaching and healing with you as well. So anyway, take a look if you want to. But this is what I'm feeling here, is what is being said to us is that we have all this untapped energy. Have you been going through sort of some very some periods of real discomfort, physically, emotionally, mentally, in the last few months? I feel there's big shifts taking place, very, very strong energies around. And I just feel here that I feel there's many of you here tonight that could be feeling, I can do more. I know I'm more. I just don't know what to do with this energy. Does that resonate with you? I just don't know what to do with it. Okay. But it feels like it's growing. It's like there's a desire to change. There's a desire to, for you to take charge of that change. A desire to bring new, create something new in your life. Okay. So the other cards I pulled here of how we can help ourselves move forward with these changes, with this energy that's starting to surge in us, with desires that we want to become, to be more, okay, with that state of being. I feel it's sometimes we can be a bit too scattered with it all. So very clearly I've got grounding, okay? Get in touch with all the different methods to help you ground. So one perfect way, stand barefoot on the earth if you can, all right? Any form of gardening, dancing, any creative pursuits. Every morning I visit the woods and lean against a big tree, all right? And I visualize my roots going deep down into the earth, all right? Do whatever it takes, because that can then help you see things more clearly. Sometimes when we're very scattered, where we don't know which way we're going, is because we can be feeling very, very ungrounded, okay? So the other thing is we've got here Merkabah spiritual protection. All right, so again, especially for those of you, and I feel there are many of you in the group tonight who are very sensitive, psychically, spiritually, and so it's about making sure you're putting that form of protection around you every day. You may have ways of doing that, or you could be calling in protection, or visualize your own, just visualize yourself in a beautiful bubble of light. Okay, but these I'm not here to sort of teach you all of that today, so these are just sort of little ideas, but do look into that, okay, and just see what changes take place. So it feels to me like there is big changes coming for you, and the more we can look, it all starts with that, if you remember that question right at the beginning, what does happiness mean to me, and what does being mean to me? Okay, so this feels like this is about tapping in to that more spiritual side of yourself and starting to find some of those answers, because it feels like this is going to see who's here and see where I'm drawn. Lisa Hoeta, is that how I pronounce it, my love? I do apologize if I haven't. I'm just going to take down Lisa. Okay, right. So Lisa, I'll just link in with your energy and see. Right, I feel like I'm drawn. I have about 20 odd packs of cards here, okay? So I use the cards, they very much help me just link to spirit. They're like a conduit. But I get the messages channeled through. Okay, so let's see. I'm just going to link in with you, Lisa. Right, okay, Lisa. Straight away as I link in with you, what I'm picking up here is, if this makes sense, I feel like you're, I've got like wide-eyed. It's like you're a rabbit in the headlights. And by that, I mean, it's just like you're stuck. It feels like almost slightly traumatized. It just feels like I just don't know where to go from here. And I think the messages that I was just talking about could help you. Okay, so you could go back and listen to those. But I'm just going to look at this individually. Right, I'm just going to see, I'm going to use these as well to see where you might be stuck. Right, okay. So what you've got here is you've got surrender fear, letting go of fear. All right, and this is what I feel. It's like this white, rabbit in the headlights. It just, it's almost like you're immersing yourself too much in what's going on outside of you. I feel that you're picking up a lot of other people's stuff around you. But here's the thing. You've got the wisdom card here, and I just feel taking some of that advice that I just gave, I feel that you know deep inside that a lot of what you're getting caught up in is other people's fears, other people's stuff, the drama around you. And I want you to bring yourself back to yourself, and maybe you have to separate yourself off a bit from other people's, doing those, certainly that grounding that I spoke about, that protection from other people. So that helps, keep other people's energies at a distance from you, because you've also got here surrender to joy. It's about letting that in. And I feel that normally that's what you're like, but you just feel overwhelmed at the moment. You just feel like it's all got a bit too much. But I'm feeling a lot of this is not yours. I feel that you have been absorbing it from others. Okay. Is there anything else for you here? Yeah, I'm just going to pull you an angel card. Yeah, okay. Because even here, you've got intuition and downloads. Okay. So I do feel a lot speaks to you. Okay. So I do feel that use your intuition, which is very strong, but I'm getting that you're not sure at the moment. It's like you're not trusting it so much. So I do feel a detachment. I feel doing some protection, some grounding exercises, removing yourself from others for a while, get out somewhere on your own, almost like just go and sit on the ground somewhere and just be, all right? Because then I feel you'll come back to that. You'll come back to that beautiful wisdom. You've got great intuition. You have that wisdom, and I just feel that you need to just be able to connect in with that again. Okay, so don't worry. I feel that you're getting a bit overwhelmed, that you're disconnected from it all. You're not. There's some very, very strong stuff going on at the moment energetically. So it just feels like just give yourself a break, and you can take those actions to help you a bit. Okay. Yeah. Okay. So I've also got for you here suffering in silence. And I feel that that's what's been going on with you. It's just so unsure. You don't know even how to speak to someone about it. But there you go. It's just needing to connect back in again. All right. I hope that makes sense to you, my love. Okay. So I have here Donna Campbell. Donna. Hi, Sharon. Nice to see you. Okay, Donna, and as I said before, do listen out for other people's readings, because you may find that this is very much resonates with you. I'm always guided to those people whose what's going on with them will affect others as well. Okay, Donna. Right, just going to link in with Donna here. Okay, Donna, I don't know whether this makes sense to you. I've immediately seen angel wings out the back of you. I don't know whether you work with angels or are aware of them around you. I feel this also, were you called a little angel? Someone called you my little angel. Okay, I'm going to use sacred geometry cards here for you. Feel like advanced decks here. Okay, let's see what's going on. Donna. Right, okay. I pulled for you the fifth chakra, the throat chakra, okay? So as I'm drawn to that, and it's interesting that I'm even wearing kyanite today to help my throat chakra, certainly doing this type of work needs extra support. But what I'm feeling for you is, right, I'm getting real stifled blockage. If you can have both there, it just feels really caught up in your throat chakra, okay? And I feel that you're holding yourself back. It's almost like you're frightened to say what you want to say, okay? But I do feel that there is a conversation you need to have. Now, if it helps, before you have the conversation, you might want to rehearse it. Because very often, why would we not? I just feel it needs thinking through. Perhaps write it out first. You may find this dissipates some of the anguish of having this conversation. Sometimes it can make you feel it's not needed anymore once you do this, okay? But I do feel you need to somehow communicate and get this out, all right? Because it's going round and round and round and round in your head, taking up, I'm being shown it's just taking up all the space in between, okay? Blocking you from doing anything else because you're just thinking about this, what it is you want to say. Or it's about a situation. It's about a situation that is really turning you inside out. And I just feel that try that as a start, all right, as a tip. Write it down first. Just put it all out onto paper. You're not going to send this to anyone. This is just for you. And then I would always suggest afterwards, when you've purged it, safely go outside. You've got an incinerator or something and just burn it. And let it go. All right. All right, let's just see if there's. Okay, got two different things here. Now, I've got for you, Donna, celebrate you. And what I'm picking up is I've also got this with lend a hand, okay? And putting these two cards together. Okay, what I'm getting is you've been neglecting you and you're lending too many hands to others, all right? And this is building in you, in some ways, a sense of resentment because you're neglecting you, okay? And then going back to the group message I was giving earlier, it's getting in touch with you, getting in touch to that, what brings you happiness, where can you become more of a, you're being too much of a human doing and not of a human being, okay? So I feel there's a real need here to go through, I can't cover it all in this one session, obviously, you've got to get in touch with you and what is going to take you on that path of finding your happiness, because I just feel you're lending hand and helping too many others. All right. Yeah. Surrender to your passion. Surrender to that fire in what lights a fire in your belly. What gives you passion in life? Okay. I just feel that you've neglected it. It's all caught up in here, and I feel you need to start the journey. None of these things are easy, okay? The way I work is my guides do take me with the deeper issues in life rather than what they consider just the outside trivialities of our day-to-day lives. And this takes work, it doesn't always happen straight overnight. We in the work. There won't be change unless we're willing to be that change. That lovely saying, Gandhi, I want to be the change you want to see in the world. That's it. So I hope that helped, Donna. Okay. Angela Teresa. Happiness, your freedom to be yourself. Lovely. Being's ability to pursue your dreams, not hitting those financial walls. Yes, I get that. Yeah, we could all do with some work on our attitudes towards the finances, couldn't we? So, but let's have a look at that, okay? I want to have a look at that for you, Angela. Right. Right, I've just been asked to, first of all, pull you one of these, Angela. Now, these are affirmations, but I'm being told there's something for you in here that will help you moving on. Oh, wow. So I just read out what you've written to me. How about this? To just show that, because I was just guided to pull these. These are affirmation cards, and here's the one for you. I feel there is a block here around your ability to receive. Okay, something to do with just feeling good enough. Maybe looking at others and thinking others seem to get all the opportunities. Others seem to get it right. All right. There's something in that sort of value or an attitude or belief towards something and your deservedness to receive this, because I'm being shown here. I'll read you the other side as well. I attract prosperity with ease. I constantly receive incredible gifts from life. So there you go. I'll hold that up for you. I attract prosperity with ease. I constantly receive incredible gifts from life. So, Angela, there you go. There is an affirmation for you. All right. Pin that up. Write it out. Pin it up. Okay. And right, let's see where that's going. So they wanted to give you that straight away. All right. Through. So I'm saying, your wish is my command. All right. So I also feel I'm being told here, working with your higher self more, getting to know your higher self more. Okay. I know that's, I can't teach all this at the same time as saying it on just one show. So I hope that makes sense. It came through so strong there that I have a feeling you will understand. Okay. I am feeling here that this is also about taking the risk, taking a leap. It's almost like, yes, of course, you know, finances help us to take bigger leaps forward. But I'm getting here, if you are courageous, if you are brave, keep taking as many steps forward as you can, because I'm being shown sometimes you have to go through one door for the other window to open, or the side door to open, or that door at the end of the corridor to open. Okay, but I just feel keep pushing, my love, keep pushing. All right, but gently. Oh no, sorry, not pushing. I just got told off for saying pushing. Do it with ease and grace. So it just feels like whatever that is to take your next step forward. Okay. It might be more about it, finding, connecting with someone. How's a way you can get your voice? What is a way of getting your voice out there and being heard? I got for you here, say thank you. All right. So I feel gratitude. Start with gratitude of what you have got. It's like, I'm being told here, it's like taking an inventory. Inventory, is that how you say it? Inventory. And I'm just feeling here, look at what you have got, look at what you have achieved. Spend some time writing out a list, put that affirmation above it. All right. I feel like you need to put this big and blow it up and put it on the wall and say it daily, several times a day. All right. I think I'll be doing that as well. And take an inventory of writing down all your skills. This is not a time to be modest. What have I got? What have I achieved? How many? If you keep a journal, then this helps. It's why I always advocate with keep a journal. The reason being is then we can see distance traveled. Otherwise, we always feel we're at the beginning achieving anything. Whereas if you look back, I do that. Take some time and I use it like a meditation. And then I will spend time looking at all the things I've achieved. Where if I just focused on where I am now, I'd be going, oh, crikey, when's something going to happen? When's this going to happen? When's that going to break? All right, does that make sense? Makes sense to you? Okay, and one more. Makes necessary sacrifices. Sometimes we have to do that. All right, sometimes we have to sacrifice one thing. So I just went on a course. I didn't necessarily have the money, but I had to go without other things in order to push my dreams forward. All right, it's not always an easy decision. I go without a lot in order to pursue my dreams to do this work and be of service. So anyway, let's see who else. And Geordie Morris. Name back in the from what I can see, the comments do just zoom up and then I've lost you. Okay, so as I say, I just go where spirit lead me. You may find the message suits you as well, what I'm giving someone else. So Geordie, so I'll just clear the energy. These ones are coming up. Geordie, okay. Okay, Geordie. Straight away, I'm sort of wanting to take a step back. I can feel emotions are quite volatile in you. Okay, I'm getting quite a bit of anger, frustration, maybe vocalizing that between you and another. Okay, I won't go into personal details online. Okay, so on a public forum. But hopefully that makes sense. I'm just going to have a bit of a look into that a bit more. But I've got sort of like hanging your head in your hands and just not knowing where to go with this now. Okay, I feel I'm being given the words, there's a lack of understanding, of trying to understand. Okay, I do feel this is both parties. All right, I feel there's a bit of a blame game going on here, and it needs listening. It needs trying to understand, work harder to understand, because I do feel there is a solution here, but stubbornness is holding back. All right, on both sides. All right, so I feel that could be a difficult pill to swallow, is what I'm getting here. Okay. Right. I've got the endings card here. So you may be feeling that there is an ending here. But as I was saying, I've then got the harmony card. I've actually got that solution can be found. All right, I've got a solution can be found, but it needs that level of understanding. Look at the difference. These are called fractal art. You get a lot from the picture and the symbols if you look at them. You know, this looks harsh and final, and this feels like bringing in a lot of love and understanding. And I just feel that you could find an answer. All right, sometimes you just want to run because it's all too hard. And then we can regret it. Okay, you've also got solace here. So I haven't used these cards with many people, so I'm drawn to using them with you because I feel that you are a visual person and these could have an impact on you, the pictures. But you need time to just breathe, think things through, make decisions. Also got letting go. So we're getting a story here, aren't we? but I feel this is letting go of resentment, letting go of the anger, of the strong feelings. It's interesting that what's going on is causing this feeling of feeling isolated. Okay. Now here's an interesting one. Got a part of your path, a very important part of your path, working this out. Okay. I'm at the end of the day, decisions are always ours to make. Okay. Something else. Change feels like a need for more understanding, a different way of looking at it. So maybe take a step back, take some physical time alone rather than feeling isolated, because sometimes we can be in a room with other people and still feel totally isolated. This feels like physically taking some time. I'm using a different pack now, feeling alone. You're getting the same messages. Okay, this is how you're feeling. But there we go. So just to confirm, all right, this is possible. All right. And it just proves to me that the messages I'm getting through are accurate. Okay. So God bless. I hope that helps you, Geordie. Okay. Right. So I have to lean in a bit. It's small writing. I think one of the things I need to do is get my eyes tested again. Geordie, you're not a good self-believer. Yes, of course, there are many ways to change this. It takes time. It's why I coach people, to help people on that journey. Okay, but sometimes it needs an investment in ourselves. Okay, and that's what we're here to do, is learn and change, and it isn't just an easy answer overnight. But the first thing is wanting to bring about that change is your first step. Stephen Perkins. Okay. Right, Stephen. Right, let me just clear that energy from before. Where am I going with you? Okay. Got to take a drink. Hold on a sec. Right. Okay, Stephen, straight away as I'm linking in with you, I'm feeling a real drain of energy. Okay. In your family. Right, I'm being given the word father. So if not your actual on the fatherly link, okay. In spirit, someone wanting to come through for you. It's hard to do mediumship in this way because I can't communicate with you, but I'll just give you what I'm getting here. Right. You always wanted someone to be proud of you. I'm being shown stand up tall, stand up straight. I'm feeling, I don't know why I'm getting this, really standing very rigid, very straight, like a military. Being told stand up straight, shoulders back, is what I'm getting here. It's almost like your head is hanging down and you're sort of, I'm just getting head up, shoulders back. Someone's really sort of telling you here to come on, let's get going. Okay, is the message I'm getting. You can do this. All right. And I feel that that's what it could take for you. I'm not minimizing the issues, but I am getting that it does need a positive attitude to push forward. Because this is interesting. You've got material and spiritual prosperity. Okay, so I'm getting a feeling that it's not as bad as you think and that there are really good things coming. Okay, but maybe needing some time to get more in touch with that inner you, deciding what it is you really want, because what I'm getting here is you've had a lot. I feel there's a lot of opportunities in your life, and sometimes you're just dissatisfied. It's going back. We're dissatisfied, so there's a real need to relook at your life here. All that you've got, all the abundance that is in your life. Okay. Yeah, I've got the base chakra card here, and so I'm just feeling that you're feeling unsafe. All right, you're feeling insecure. This is all about our basic needs. And this, again, I feel this needs to come from inside. All right. Okay, I've got the authority card here. Right, okay, and this is the figure. I was sort of getting this type of energy coming through from spirit, this sort of quite stern, you know, strong but a bit rigid. All right, but it's almost like okay, yeah, so I pulled the emotional loss card as well for you here. All right, so I'm picking up that type of around it. I don't want to discuss real personal issues in front of everybody here for you. So I just feel that there is an element of needing to look the world in the eye again. I just feel you've been very getting very down, very sort of going down the dark path, dark dismal path, and that's why I'm getting someone sort of pulling you backwards and just saying, come on, look it in the eye. Okay, the honesty card here. I'm just feeling that some home truths is the word I'm getting here. All right. All right. So I just feel there's so much here. I could probably talk to you for a long while here, but it just feels like it's finding that sense of purpose again in your life. All right. There is so much more for you to do. All right. So it is a case of standing up, standing straight, moving on ahead again. All right. And just, yeah. Okay. I just wanted to confirm that. You've got new life. There is life to be lived. All right. There's a lot of life to be lived. And it just feels a sense of you needing to go out and just grab it. The love that was there, and that it's time to get back in the game, if that makes sense. All right. Letting people get close again. Surrender your fear of intimacy. All right. Opening your heart, letting the world back in. All right. There is a lot of happiness for you to be had. All right. So I hope that helps. Okay. Corally Blondie. Okay, right. Right, straight away, Laura is, I'm going to use these cards, the answer is simple cards, because I'm being told action needs to be taken. All right, I feel you've been procrastinating over something and that action really needs to be taken. Okay, let's have a look. Messages. Right, that means anything. Talk to God. I've got, so I feel here it's being in touch with your spirituality. It feels like you've just lost touch, you've lost connection. I've also got here, love your body. All right, what I'm picking up here is simple actions. It feels like those might seem big, but it just feels like you've been a bit down on yourself. Fill the well. Now, this means when we're empty in ourselves, when we're exhausted, when we are constantly criticizing ourselves, when we're literally, you cannot give from an empty well. All right. When there is nothing left, we've got to fill that well. We've got to start filling that well, and a connection to whatever spiritual outlook you have. Reconnecting, even if that's reconnecting with nature, reconnecting with yourself, with your higher self, with your spirituality, bringing in that self-love. All right, taking a few steps towards that. Okay, you need to fill that well of yourself, because it just feels to me like you've just given out too much. A breather. All right, this just feels like it's take stock of your life, and I'm being shown a new direction for you. Okay, but you're just not sure at the moment, and I feel it's because you have to do this work first. Okay, it's right. When I just go back to that love your body, it feels like you haven't necessarily been doing taking in good stuff. All right, I feel that you might have been neglecting your health, neglecting your diet. That needs looking at. All right. So you've even got here, thank God. Okay, so sorry, it's that. So there's definitely feels like a need to connect here. So it's realizing that, you know, we're not here to fix anybody else. All stuff. Everyone has their own path. Bring yourself back to you. Your cocoon. All right. It just feels like it's time. Bring it back to yourself. It's time, and this feels like this new path that you need to go on, but maybe it needs to just start with some of that self-love to start with, and then it just feels like it's time to surge forward. All right, if that makes sense. Even got coming into your power. I mean, look at that. All right, but it's just taking some of those steps first in order to allow you to accept this new path that you're due to go on. I hope that makes sense. Sorry, it's just a bit slow. out. I think it's happened quite a lot on the show, but it seems okay here. I've got full power, so I am sorry about that. That's a shame if that's happening, isn't it? Sorry about that. You can always go back and watch it later. Diane Sin. Okay, Diane. Right, what's going on with you, Diane? Oh, that's interesting. I want to use the unicorn cards with you. I feel with you, Diane. Do you understand if I say that you have a beautiful childlike energy? Beautiful. Very upbeat. Okay, let's see what I got for you, because these are normally cards I would use with children, so I just. Okay, I'm just going to see that's not all the message. I just want to see what else. Okay, it's a very simple message. And you've got love heals fear here. Okay. So I just feel like you've got yourself a bit, I'm being told here, you've got yourself caught in a bit of a spiral. Yeah, I feel that you've got yourself here. Of imagining the worst is the words I'm getting here. Yeah, you're imagining you've got obstacles and challengings, but I'm feeling a lot of this is in your imagination. I don't mean you're making it up. It just feels like into something bigger than it is. Okay. And I feel that if you just started with looking at what is good in your life, it's like change to see all the good that is there for you. Okay. And then you get your power back. All right. Does that make sense? Yeah. You got surrender stress. All right. So I just back. All right. I know that's a hard one because it's not always easy to do. All right. But I hope that helped. Okay. I'm sorry it keeps dropping out, so I don't know why, but you can always go back and view it again. Georgie, you've asked full of judgment, step by step. The first step is you need to decide you want to. All right, you've got to decide you want to change. And then every time you feel you're going to judge someone, look to yourself. Judgment is always a mirror of what is going on this morning. So please go and look at either my YouTube channel, Melanie Wellard, or look at Instagram, melanie.wellard, or follow me on Facebook, just on my profile, on my page. So I put them on all of those. And I was talking about just that. I was saying how I used to get judged for having curly hair and get bullied at school. If we're feeling insecure, we judge people for anything. And that has to, there you go. There is your answer. Compassion. All right. It's got to be passionate. Start seeing people with love rather than hate. Judgment is about hate. Judgment is about saying, I'm right, you're wrong. Fear. I know that's sort of hard on the nose, but that to me is where it comes from. It can come from a lot of pain inside, emotional loss. It can come from deep pain inside. Okay. So I will just finish off if anyone is still here to hear this. Okay, and well, the same, often the judgment is the same. It's you're judging yourself on that lack of self-esteem, not feeling good about yourself, is looking where that comes from and starting on a journey of self-love. It's the same. It's compassion for self, compassion for others is the way. Starting to, when you hear yourself judge, stop, observe it, maybe write it down, and then try and reframe those words. Maybe start off by just looking in the mirror. And here's a hard one. Very good technique that Louise Hay started teaching many years ago. Looking in the mirror and starting in the morning and saying, I love you. See how that makes you feel. Does it make you want to laugh? Does it make you feel a bit sick in your stomach? Do you get repelled by it? But just observe it. Don't judge it. And then just keep doing that. Think of it like when we teach children to say thank you. When they're little, we say, what do you say? Say thank you. They don't want to say thank you. They just want what they want. And then we teach them. And then eventually when their emotional selves develop, and then all of a sudden they feel a sense of gratitude, they then are given the word in order to say it. Does that make sense? So this is the same. Sometimes we have to force the words until the some clues on where you need to go with that. Okay. And that's for you. Believe and succeed. But that takes time. It takes work. It's needing to see where the work needs to be done. You might need some help in doing that. Life is a journey and a challenge, and some of these are tough things to do. Okay. You are welcome. Okay, Jen Joy O'Neill, if you're still here, I'm just going to do one more. I apologize if it all went. Oh, I'm being drawn to these. These are quite deep and I haven't got long to do. I hope this quickly. So say if you want to book in private or below, wherever they're put, on Facebook, just look me up, melaniewellard.co.uk on my website. And enjoy. I've got freedom, sacred geometry card here. Freedom for you. Okay. Right. Okay. There's something in you that is wanting to break free big time. All right. You are feeling right. Okay. Got emotional withdrawal. So I'm feeling that you have been cutting yourself off a bit, removing yourself. Oh, okay. Are you with someone who is emotionally withdrawn and it's like separating? And I feel that you just want to break out in many ways, more ways than one is what I'm getting. That's a biggie. The last, reflect on it. All right. I feel that there needs to be more thinking around this. Yeah. Okay. I've got indecision. Okay, so I feel that you're not sure. Sorry, this is a big question, I think. You've got truth and the clear decision for you. All right. You need to just reflect on it a bit more and make sure it's what you want. All right. Okay, just want to see one more for you. Yeah, you've got conflict and defeat, so I can just feel that you are not in a good place. Be patient with yourself. I just feel you're not quite at the point yet to make that decision. But there's a nice one for you to finish with: fulfillment. You will find your way through this. All right, you will find your way through. Just take it slow. All right, don't make any knee-jerk reaction. So I hope that was okay. Apologies if the signal was bad. No idea why. I've got a full signal here, so put it on the universe. Take care, everybody. Bye.